Hello, everybody. Sinesk111 here, and welcome back to more Duchy. Last time, I played as the Order for the first time, but failed to make it past the keep. This time, I'll take into consideration the expeditions I can send my Crusaders on more often as we go about with a new run. We'll still play on normal difficulty, and the Order is already selected. We get 100 Crusaders to start out with this time, as well as the Church and the Crusader Outpost from the faction quests that we've completed so far. But we still have many more to go for this faction. So, let's see how many of those I can complete as we go ahead and get started. Okay, starting off, I cannot upgrade anything at this point in time. But I can send some of my Crusaders to build a church and plunder a village for some resources to start out with. Okay, we still can't upgrade anything at this time, but it was good to have. I want to go to a peaceful region with one terrain more than the other, so cracked Chevaliers can have more potential. And we'll go. No, there's more forests than plains in this round. I'm just now remembering. Okay, Crusader Outpost is Garrison 5, and we gain 15 Crusaders for each different adjacent terrain type. That's gonna be good to remember. There's my crack. There's my church. The crack is going to go down there. It's going to be surrounded in forest along with the border. But the border doesn't count towards the smallest contiguous terrain that it wants. One last line for a little more resources, and we're done. Okay, we got 94 Crusaders out of that, including the ones we got from the Crusader Outpost and Faith. Militia Base, Commandery, River Castle. I'll do Commandery since the Order deals with Faith some. Especially that we can build churches with our Crusaders. But I cannot do that again right now because we are just 6 short of what we need. This hostile region has 75%. The other two regions have 70% to 30%. I'm gonna go to this university because of that. I'll get a card that boosts exploration. Let's do Optimizer. Why not? And now, off to this hostile region we go. Far more plain pieces than forest pieces. They got a strategic pavilion, a mercenary camp, and a stronghold. Okay, I want to take my Commandery in there. More soldiers for each faith that we have. Okay. And all looks good. Let's go. That's their strategic pavilion. I'm gonna hold that for now. That's my Crusader Outpost. their mercenary camp. Yeah, I'm gonna place it right down there. I think I'm gonna have to place the strategic pavilion down before anything else. There's my commandery. And it's going right down here. Forest, you're gonna go there. Church. I'll stick you right over here. You're not a military building, so you don't get strategic pavilion, more units. Stronghold. Place you here. There's my Cractus Chevaliers. A bit later than I would have liked. Okay, Crack, you're going down here. And I'll completely cover you with planes. No, I don't want to give the Stronghold any more units because of the empty squares that are adjacent to it. And I think we're good to go for how I'm gonna plan things out. I know that axes can take out swords easily, but I only have 5 and they have 9 swords. So maybe the best course of action would be to turn these axes into swords, which can go into their arrows. And then this can happen. Their swords can go into my arrows. Let's see how that plays out. Okay. We miss out on a few Crusaders, but we did good nonetheless. I'm satisfied. Wooden Fortress, Orchard, or Abbey. I'm gonna do... Abbey looks tempting, but I'm gonna do Orchard. I haven't worked with it very often, and I want to give it a chance. I'll sacrifice some defense for gold. We're going into the trading fair next. Okay, we have less wood than wheat, so... I think I'm gonna do this one. Was kind of a difficult choice, but moving on. I definitely want to go to this peaceful region before we move on ahead. But it's a peaceful region, so going there means that I reinforce the boss a little. I don't know if I can take it. I might be able to, but I want to see what I can do with my Crusaders first. I think I'm gonna have them build another church. New starting faith is 2. I need 150 to have them build another church. You know what? I think this would be a pretty good opportunity for me to get more Crusaders. The boss is definitely going to be reinforced, but what do I care? We can upgrade our crack for the first time ever, to my knowledge. I think this is the first time. Because I don't really remember upgrading my crack in the last part. But here it is now. Level 2. Faith 2, at the end of round, gain 2 arrows for each square in the smallest connected area. Let's see what we've got. So I want to make a big grouping of forests for the crack to work with. Crusader outpost. That'll also get me some more Crusaders. Though it would be nice if I could upgrade it soon. Commandery. Placing you right here. Church I will place on top of you. Okay, there's a forced long piece coming up, which I will casually place down for a 4-row exploration. And finally, $100 arrows even. Plus all the other stuff we got from the military buildings. And that's that. Strength in numbers, sacred ground, carpenter. I haven't really done much with the sacred ground in the last part, if at all. Carpenter sounds tempting, but I've pretty much got enough wood to last me a little while. I think I'm gonna re-roll this. Sawmill, roadhouse, bridge. Alternatively, I could upgrade something in here. And it's gonna be Holy Crusade. Alright. And I'm gonna skip this. Doesn't really provide me with anything of use. Do I want to make a trade? If I do, it's gonna drop me down to 20 defense. Yeah, I think I'll do it. I can go ahead and upgrade one of these other buildings. The Commandery... Sure. I'm gonna build yet another church for more starting faith. And 59 Crusaders left. I'll send some troops on an expedition to plunder a village then. Which is alright. I will go ahead and upgrade the optimizer for more exploration multi-row bonus benefits. Oh man. If I go to this peaceful region, then the boss will be upgraded again. I could refill my defenses at a port or a village, but... oh my gosh. I'm still in dire need of Crusaders, though, is the thing. You know what? I'm just gonna go to this hostile region. I do not want to risk the boss being too powerful. And I don't have the Crusaders I need to unlock another slot. So... I've upgraded the crack, I've updated the commander... I've upgraded the crack, I've upgraded the commandery. If I had the gold, I could upgrade the Crusader outpost too. I've seen how good it can be once it's upgraded. But this setup and the one I have should be good. So I guess we're ready. I can almost tell that Commandery is gonna do quite a bit of work for me. Ranger base, you're calling for forest pieces that are connected, which I am not going to give you, I'm sorry to say. Church. Crusader outpost is coming up now. Group 5 arrows for each connected forest piece. I'm not going to be letting them do that. Oh yeah, Commandery is going to do quite a bit of work for me. Gonna have to do this. And the crack can go here. I'll have to completely cover it up with forests. I'm just not gonna play their mercenary camp. The more lines I get out of this, the better. And that is gonna about do it. Okay, I say this was a good preparation phase. Although the preparation phase has already passed and now the combat phase is going on. Okay, I think this should be a good plan. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Fluvial Guard, another church, lucky finds. I'll take lucky finds again. It's done pretty good for me despite the 20% it started out with. Can I possibly get enough gold out of this? Yeah, I think that's enough. Yep, it's enough to upgrade the church. So we're good on that. I can go to the village to refill my defenses to 45, and then off to the wall we go. Okay, there's more forest than anything else. Just one piece. I should definitely start saving up my Crusaders to unlock more slots. But I think we should be good. So long as I don't screw things up like I think I do once per act. Hopefully I don't here. Let's get into it. That's their first strategic pavilion. I think I'm gonna hold this piece. Place this forest right down here. Actually, right here. My Crusader outpost can go right down at the bottom. Strategic Pavilion is gonna be placed in reserve. Hopefully I won't ever have to play that. Rally Point. Calling for adjacent plains or fields. Oh gosh. Oh man. Okay, so it's adjacent. It's not connected. I'm gonna place it in here like this. It's gonna get more units, but not really anything I can do. Church, Phase 3, you're going down here. Plains again. I don't really like it, but I'll have to place you down here. There's my crack at long last. Oh my gosh. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna have to place the strategic pavilion down after all? If I place it down here on this rally point, it's just gonna get more units. Something I don't want. You know what? How about I do this? This whole place right here is gonna be its smallest area, I hope. Oh, man. I'm running out of options here. This is awful. This is gonna have to do. There comes my commandery. But am I gonna have enough room for it? It looks like I am, but holy cow, am I not happy about how this is going. There's a wooden fortress coming up that's theirs, and how many of my buildings are left? None. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the round right here and there. They're only gonna have 2 military buildings. I have 3. I'll send my axes into my arrows. They can take out their axes. They will go into my swords and finish off the arrows. And then the wall. Why do I keep forgetting the wall's units are a thing? Oh, golly. I gotta learn to stop doing that. Alright. At least I beat the wall with just 3 sword units left over. That's good. And with that, we can get one of these 3 items, assuming that I decide not to re-roll. Okay, we've got enough wood to last us a while, so I think I'm gonna skip for some gold. And I'm gonna say goodbye to the rivers again. Still not sure what I can do with a river build at this point in time, but something will come to mind. A religious building card. I will take another commandery. And can I upgrade anything? I can. Holy Crusade for 15 faith. Our expeditions will be better. And I'm gonna plunder a village again. What can I upgrade now? Crusader Outpost, Optimizer. I'll upgrade the Crusader Outpost. 25 Crusaders for each different terrain type is good with me. 45% is the biggest terrain size of these 2 hostile regions. The peaceful region doesn't get up to that level. So I guess we'll go to this one with the most plains. I don't have the Crusaders necessary to unlock this slot, but I'll get there. Believe me, I'll get there. Okay, I gotta remember that plains are the most abundant in this region. Stronghold. I'm gonna hold this piece. Stronghold is gonna require adjacent empty squares of borders, and placing it down here will cause them to recruit soldiers from the borders. I don't want that. That's their barracks. They will go here. I can place their stronghold right down there. Or am I really? Nah. I'll just do this. Then this. Take my T-piece right down here. Crusader Outpost is gonna go here. Recruitment Office. 50 Crusaders in a single round with the Crusader Outpost. That's good. There's my Commandery. They're gonna get some serious soldiers as always. Oh crud, I'm gonna have to place a stronghold down no matter what. Yeah, so be it. Crack. So what's below the plains is gonna have to be their smallest connected area. So I think it's a matter of getting this stronghold the least amount of empty squares possible. Which I just did. And I see an opportunity to do this. Huzzah! And finally, this can happen. Now all the planes are connected. Thanks to my determination, in part. Okay, they have one of each unit, as do I. So I'm gonna have my arrows take out their axes, which can then take out their arrows. Then I can hopefully turn them into swords, take their axes, take my axes in, and finish off the swords. Yep, it's looking good. Huzzah! Battle 1. And we have gotten our Crusader outpost to be permanently upgraded. We'll start every future run already upgraded because we completed the recruitment office quest. Alright. Exploited lands, stone quarry, wooden fortress. I did unlock the exploited lands in the last part after the run. So, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna do exploited lands. And going up to this university, I can either get a technology card that modifies cards, or get any type of technology card. Treadmill crane, tactical advantage, printing press. I can upgrade exploited lands. I'm gonna take the treadmill crane. Reduce costs of building upgrades by 10%. Is there a gold depot? Yes, there is. Right before we go into a guild. I'm going to make a trade. And that'll get me the gold I need to upgrade either the crack or the second commandery I have. I'll upgrade the second commandery. I have the Crusaders necessary to unlock the next slot, so I'll do it after I see what I do with this guild. I'll take a religious building card. Chapel. If adjacent to any other building, gain 1 faith. I'll take it. And then... Oh man, I'm glad I looked ahead, because this hostile region is gonna have to be fought if I don't want the boss to be upgraded. I'll take this hostile region first, then. Okay. That, I'm gonna take my second commandery in. I'm less than 50 short of unlocking another slot, but I can hopefully get more after this battle. I'm most likely gonna have to put one of their rally points in reserve, which I will do. Watchtower, each plane and field in range. You are not getting any. Sorry. Okay, this is my commandery, which I'm going to place on top of their watchtowers. There's the crack that's going down here. That's their rally point again. If I have to place one of them down, so be it. There's my other commandery, which I will place right down here. Hopefully there's going to be more plane tiles coming up. Though I kind of doubt it. Oh, yeah. I stand corrected then. And we're done. Got plenty more stone out of that, too. Alright. We got a boatload of swords that'll go into their arrows. And after that, they can go into these arrows, which will take out their axes, and then I'll have them clean these axes up. Let's start the battle. Okay, they're getting turned into arrows. And the axes became arrows as well. That's the way we do it. Complete devotion. End a round with 10 faith. Upgrade the starting defense of the faction for this run and all future runs. I was wondering when that was going to happen. But there's also going to be an achievement for 25 faith. I've seen it. Reliquary. Start each round with 1 faith. I am going to take it. And Holy Crusade is getting upgraded again for even better expedition gains. I can actually upgrade the Reliquary right off the bat too. I think the next slot is going to cost 200 Crusaders to unlock. And I have 426, so build another church it is. Duty and Honor. Participate in 10 expeditions in total. And the church is going to be upgraded in all future runs with the Order, which I'm pretty thankful for. Okay, so now we're going to go into this hostile region, where forests are going to be the most abundant. Spend 200 Crusaders to unlock you, and I'm gonna bring the chapel in. Alright, this looks like a good day for my sword units. And my arrows and axes to a degree. So, let us go. Their mercenary camp I'll hold for now. I want the chapel to be placed right on top of the church so it can get faith. Head down here. Crack is still gonna go down somewhere, I bet. Thing is, I don't want to leave any gaps. There's my Commandery and my Crack. Well, one of my Commanderies, anyway. That's their supply line. Recruit 4 arrows for each train in its row. I'm just gonna hold that. I'm gonna have to take the mercenary camp then. Oh, what to do? Am I going to be able to explore any lines at this point? I don't know. Okay, Ranger Base is calling for connected forest pieces. I'll say no to that. Okay, so yeah. Lines are getting explored this round. There's my Crusader outpost. Each different adjacent terrain type. Though I want more forests for my Crack. I suppose I can do this. Not very ideal, but it is what it is. Lucky Finds is having its work cut out for me. Headquarter. Recruit 40 axes with the Commandery in a single round. But they're sword units. Game? How can you not see the unit types? Whatever, it's not important. Anyways. Swords can go into arrows. Which are going to go into axes. Which will go into more swords. They'll get turned into arrows. They'll turn these swords into arrows, and they'll finish off the axes in the mercenary camp. Hopefully I'm making the right call. Looks like I am making the right call. Yep, their axes are screwed. Alright, 133 units. And we unlock the graveyard from the headquarter quest. It may randomly appear during my runs, which means we don't have it initially. Yeah, I'll take a siege camp. It is hopefully going to do good against the keep coming up. And we're going to a port. I have 40 defense. This would give me 20. I can go ahead and upgrade my siege camp, or my chapel, or my exploited lands. But I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my chapel to faith, if adjacent to any other building. I think I'm going to take the defense. Why risk it? Can't afford to unlock this slot, which would have been nice. I will, however, plunder some villages. Hopefully get the opportunity to upgrade the crack again. But alas, I can't. I'm short on gold. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the chapel again. The more faith I get, the more my commanderies can do. And with that, I say we go. Okay, I'll need to consider what I want to do with the Crack des Chevaliers once it comes up. There's my commandery. Crusader outpost. I don't want to place it on any of the eyes, though, is the thing. I'll do this. Place the force down here. I'm gonna do this with the church. Chapel. Thing is, I have to place it on one of these eyes for it to activate its effect. Well, so be it. Two long pieces in a row is not what I would call okay. But I can at least do this. For 25 more Crusaders. Okay, my crack is coming up in a few pieces. Huh. Okay, I'm still gonna get the mountain pieces to connect, okay? My other commandery, though... I'm gonna go ahead and do this first. Place my crack down there. My commandery, no matter what, is gonna have to be placed on those two eyes, or just one eye. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do this. There's no way around it. And I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and end the round right here. Commandery gets a bunch of units, as does the Crack, as does my other Commandery. And I think we're gonna be good no matter what we do, despite the 20 units being added to this keep. Let's see how we did. There we go. 44 units left over, adding on to my number of Crusaders. Obstinate Order. For beating Act 2 with the Order, we get 100 additional Crusaders to start out with in all future runs. But we are getting them right now as a bonus for completing the mission. Blessing. It's quite a blessing to have that show up at long last. Though I am pretty good on defense, so what does it matter? I still want to upgrade the Crack at some point before the dungeon. Holy Crusade, you are getting upgraded again. Efficient Expeditions, upgrade the technology Holy Crusade to level 5. And it's going to start out at level 2 in all future runs. So that's nice. And we have the stone we need. We don't have the gold we need. So I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. We're leaving the mountain behind, and we're going onward to Act 3. Peaceful region has the biggest plains. The hostile region is even on plains and forests, with 20% wasteland. I'll get a technology card that boosts combat. And I'll give tactical advantage a shot as we go into the hostile region and prevent the boss from getting upgraded. And it's all just going to be hostile regions from then forward. So I won't have to worry about the boss upgrading from here on out. I'm going to unlock this slot. I'm going to bring my siege camp in. Okay, so there's one more forest piece than plain piece. Wastelands are going to be the least abundant here. Raider Colony, Garrison 50. Transform adjacent plain, forest, and river into wasteland and lose 4 axes for each. I might consider putting the Raider Colony in reserve, but that's going to depend on what order all these cards are going to come in. Let's see what happens. Rally point, you're calling for plains or fields. To which I will say no. That's an early Crack. I'm gonna have to place it in reserve for now. Chapel goes down adjacent to this building. Raider colony is coming up. It's gonna transform adjacent plain, forest, and river into wasteland and lose 4 axes for each. I think this will have to do if I want to get their numbers down. Their training camp. This is not going to be aligned with either the outpost, with either the raider colony or rally point. So sure. Commandery for me. Oh. Okay, there you go. You're fitting snug. Okay, the raider colony's down to 26 units. Crusader outpost. I think I'm gonna place down here. My siege camp. I think I am going to place over here. I forgot about the tactical advantage tech that I got not long ago. Each plane and field this watchtower is calling for. Deny him that. I don't think there are any more enemy buildings coming up. Yeah, Crack is gonna get some serious arrow units from all this. I would have gotten 32 defense from that, but I'm already at full, so... yeah. Unless I can establish an outpost in the expeditions menu. Okay, so... I'm gonna start off with this commandery going into these arrows. And from there, I think they can take out these swords okay. And afterwards they can go into these arrows, which will take out these axes. I was gonna put them into these axes, but I think getting these axes would be beneficial first. And then we'll just go from there. Yeah, things are looking good. $120 units altogether. Heavy cavalry. End of combat with over 80 units remaining for plus 10 defense. Both for this run and all future runs with the order. Very nice. Graveyard. End of round. Gain X Crusaders, with X being 6 times our faith. Shoot. Can't wait to see how that'll play out. We got all the defense in the world at this point, so what's wrong with making a trade? I say. Reduce all stone costs by 20%. I can upgrade the crack to level 3 right now, finally. 3 arrows for each square in the smallest connected area. I want to take the graveyard in with me at some point too. The optimizer I definitely want to upgrade for the dungeon and its bribery gimmick. I'm gonna take erudition. Okay, 50% forests for this hostile, and for this one, 50% plains for this hostile region, and this hostile is about even. Minus the wasteland. I think I'm gonna be more reasonable with this and just do the right-hand hostile regions. They're all alarm towers, so I should get something with arrows in here to deal with those. But it looks like there's not one building in here that has arrows except my Cracked Chevaliers. A bit of a shame, but what will be, will be. I can build a church, so my Commanderies will stand more of a chance against the axes. That means we'll not be able to unlock this final slot until later. For each enemy military building aligned with it, so I'm gonna have to be very careful about where I place my buildings. Here's hoping I be careful. Enough. Chapel. There's my commandery. One of them, at least. Second alarm tower will go here. Third alarm tower will go right down here. Crank goes down there, and I'll have to surround it with building... No, not buildings. I'll have to surround them with forests. The church, I will stick right over here. That's my siege camp, but I doubt it's gonna do any work. Because of them being alarm towers, there's a Crusader outpost of mine coming up. And it increases axe count. Okay, well this is gonna have to go right over here. 25 more Crusaders for me, and... pretty big forest. $120 arrows for the crack, and 72 swords for each of my commanderies. That's pretty big. Alright, so first call of action is to have these swords turn into arrows. They can then easily take out these axes. Hopefully all 3 of them, and they'll clean the rest of my units up. This'll definitely work. Oh yeah. Definitely would even be an understatement at this point. Look at that. 232 units. That's absolute. Pretty big, I tell you. Military chaplaincy, training camp, horse stable, printing press. I'll take the training camp. And I have enough Crusaders to unlock my final slot, so that I shall go ahead and do. And all 4 of their buildings are strategic pavilions, which means they're arrows, and I have 2 buildings dealing with swords. I think this would be a good opportunity to get my graveyard in here and see what it does. We're not at the boss yet. I've got 2 sword buildings in here. The crack is going to be neutral when going up against them. I can go ahead and upgrade Holy Crusade once more, in case there are any final expeditions I want to send my Crusaders on, and we get Master Builder 3 for upgrading a total of 100 cards, which is nice. And I'll go ahead and upgrade the siege camp too. More units and more elimination from enemy buildings. And with that, we are ready. So I remember it's plains that are the most abundant in this region. One of their strategic pavilions is here. I will hold that in reserve. There's my chapel. There's another strategic pavilion. Calling for adjacent military buildings. Graveyard. Okay, it's not a military building, so I should be okay to place this down. There's another one of their strategic pavilions coming. This is gonna have to be placed down. Right here is where it's gonna go. There's the crack. There's my other commandery. It is going to go here. Out of range of the pavilions, and this last one is going to go right here. Long piece. Okay, how much is it going to recruit? Oh, 16. And well, I guess this is gonna have to go over here. Okay, it eliminated some units from the pavilion below. goes my Crusader outpost. And my church. And we are ending off this round beautifully. "108 Crusaders from the graveyard." That's big. Okay, swords. I'm gonna take both of these axes, turn them into swords. They can go into these swords. And the swords can be turned into arrows. No, wait. The arrows can be turned into swords. And I'll easily take these 3 pavilion armies out. And I'll get a whole boatload of Crusaders from it, too. That's big for me. There we go. 210 units left. Wow. We're above 900 Crusaders now. What to do? You know what? I think I'm just gonna go ahead and skip. I've got all the army strength I could ever ask for, and I'm at max defense already. I don't think the dungeon's gonna stand a chance against me at this rate. I'll go to the port and upgrade a random level 1 card, which... what do I have? Well, I can see what free upgrade I can get for one of my cards. Lucky Finds. It's been upgraded to 30% now. And we will go on up to the dungeon. The dungeon is probably gonna wish it never challenged me. I think it's time for me to take out the graveyard and put in the training camp. Okay, so are there any last-minute things I want to do? Well, for one thing, I want to build a church. And why not? Let's build a second church. And we'll plunder some villages while we're at it. That's all the troops I can spend. And we will upgrade the church again. And we will upgrade the training camp. I'm surprised I was able to upgrade that. Especially considering that I haven't really used it yet. But it's in place of the graveyard. I don't need any more Crusaders. And I say we are good to go. We're starting off with 9 faith. Wow. Okay, here comes my siege camp. Oh crap, what do I do about this? I'm gonna have to trigger a tramp no matter what unless I place my wasteland here. I've only got 2 turns left to pay, though, is the thing. You know what? Screw it. Oh, no. Isn't it down here? Siege camp is gonna go right down here. It's gonna lose a few units. The dungeon. Okay, now's the time I'll be getting some resources for bribery. And I'm just 1 short, but that won't matter. Okay, I think my Crusader outpost is gonna go right here. Increases both that and the siege camp. Okay, I successfully paid off a bribe. I don't like that I have to give more units to it, but oh well. There's my crack. Okay, there's one of my commanderies. At last. And my training camp. Yeah, 4 swords from one of my techs. Church is going to go right down here. I'm successfully paying off bribes like it's no tomorrow. My other commandery is coming up. Okay, here it is. More swords. Chapel. We'll go right here. Okay, I can place it like this to avoid triggering any traps. This is Wasteland, so... Okay, there's more planes coming up. That'll make my commandery even more powerful. It's looking like this is all I can do with the commandery, but not too worried about it right now. This is all I can do. Oh yeah. The dungeon is going to get completely annihilated with the setup. How many units are going to be left over? 231. That is how we do it. Outstanding order, beat Act 3 with the order, and we unlocked forced conversion, which is, I assume, a technology card. May randomly appear during my runs. And we unlocked another achievement aside from that. I'll have a look at it after this part is done. For now, I can just admire how good I was playing as the Order this time around. And my high score too! 54,272. Alrighty. I'm proud. Okay. I believe that is going to about do it for this part of Drop Duchy. I will be taking a little break, and I will come back once I am ready to start a new run with any of the 3 factions I so choose. Probably the Duchy, since I have the fewest quests completed with it. But until then, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!